Shazam is the 7th installment in the very rocky DCEU and first in the hopefully long-running WB New Line cinema chain of DC movies. Directed by David F. Sandberg and starring Zachary Levi, Mark Strong and Asher Angel, it tells the origins of the superhero Shazam, how he gets his amazing magical powers and his first encounter with the deadly Thaddeus Sivana and the 7 deadly sins. It does all this and more in the most amazing way possible. Shazam is a great film, like really great, shockingly great, especially coming after a series of false starts and just generally bad films, Aquaman being the other exception. Everything in this film serves a purpose and helps build probably the best superhero origin film since the first Iron Man film 10 years ago. So let's get into the story, and obviously there will be spoilers, so skip to the time code shown if you want to hear my closing thoughts and score. So the film actually, before building up to Billy's story, builds Sivana's, showcasing his troubled childhood and how his father, played wonderfully by John Glover, whom people might recognize as Lionel Luthor from Smallville, treated him. He is called upon by the wizard Shazam, who wants to imbue him with his powers to protect the realm against the 7 deadly sins, but the boy fails his tests, leading to Sivana's life to become that of obsession over the power and wanting to retrieve it. After this, we are treated to Asher Angel's Billy Batson, and where the story picks him up, we learn that the boy is a troubled foster child looking for his mother, who he lost while he was a small child. After run-ins with the law, he is placed in the foster home of Maria and Victor Vasquez, where he is introduced to the rest of the foster family, Eugene, Mary, Darla, Pedro, and Freddy, the hero fanboy who tries to become Billy's friend. After some turbulent times at school, Billy finds himself taken to the Rock of Eternity, where Jimon Honsu's wizard Shazam imbues him with the powers of Shazam, but only because Sivana, an adult now, has used his incredible wealth to find access to the rock and take the 7 deadly sins and their powers for himself. Because of this, Billy's life is turned upside down as he has to become the champion Shazam, causing him to turn to Freddy for help in learning how to use his powers, and maybe even learn about family and what it means to be a hero. As I said at the top of the review, this movie is really great and I absolutely stand by that. I adored everything about this film, its message and how it all came together. I absolutely love how being a hero and what makes a hero is right at the center of the film, along with the family values and how it's portrayed in the film. And it's taken 7 films, but we finally have a hero who actually cares about others that aren't just his family. He cares about the people around him as well. And that is shown throughout the film as Billy learns that he's never alone and has his family as well as everyone else by his side. They also do a great job of teaching Shazam over the course of the film about humility, since that was a big part of the film, about this kid who's just given this great power, and of course he's going to abuse that power, which we see is used for comedic effect throughout the film and done very well. And he learns how he should use his abilities and gains a bit of humility through that, which is really great. Zachary Levi does a fantastic job as the titular hero, bringing great comedic timing to the role as well as great chemistry and charisma with everyone else in the cast. Mark Strong also redeems himself for Green Lantern, although he really wasn't the terrible part of that film. He's great here as Sivana, and I look forward to seeing him in sequels and maybe whatever else he turns up in. While I thought the 7 deadly sins were actually really cool and their designs look really cool, I really wish they'd gone a little bit further with them. They're all the same color, which is like this stone gray, and when they're standing next to each other, they kind of all blend together. And I don't know whether that was like a creative thing, like they're meant to do that since they're the 7 deadly sins, but I wish they were all sort of like a different color and a little bit different than what we actually got. But other than that, they were pretty fantastic. Now for some big spoilers. So the rest of the Shazam family actually make an appearance in this film in the 3rd act, giving a fantastic part in the end battle fighting against the sins. I really liked as well that the last battle was a proper superhero battle with the villain and hero punching on through a city, but Shazam wasn't throwing Sivana through buildings, and neither was Sivana, and endangering people, and it wasn't like some 9/11 imagery that you get from like Man of Steel or Batman v Superman. It was rather restrained and done with respect as well. There was actually barely any like property or collateral damage. There was like a little bit where he's thrown into a a statue, and really that's all of the damage that was done to the actual city. There's even a fantastic scene in the battle where it kind of sealed the deal for me about where the film was going, and Shazam confronts a little girl and her father who are hiding from all the chaos, and he comforts them and he says everything's going to be alright, just like a hero would. I thought that was absolutely fantastic. Now the really big spoilers come right at the end of the film, where Superman makes an appearance, or should I say Superman's body, since it's definitely 100% not played by Henry Cavill this time, and even the suit was a little bit different from what we've seen in past films. And here it's actually more like the Superman Reborn suit, which is really cool because that's actually a really great costume. So it's a bit different there, and I think the S is a bit different, as well as like how the actual suit looks and everything. We get like a brief shot of it right at the end of the film, so I'm really looking forward to seeing like high resolution shots of that in the weeks to come. The mid-credit scene as well was kind of bonkers, as Mr. Mind of all people shows up, which is absolutely insane that they're getting away with putting a caterpillar with a radio essentially and positing him as a villain in the next film, or building him up as the next villain with Savannah, which is absolutely insane. I can't believe they're doing Mr. Mind of all people, and I cannot wait to see that. Shazam was an absolutely fantastic ride from beginning to end. There's something for everyone in the film, and it does a great job setting up Shazam, his powers, his villains, and his family. David F. Sandberg, his writer and cast, did an amazing job capturing what it means to be a hero and had fun with it, which in turn made it an enjoyable, endearing, and wholesome film with family values at its core. I wholeheartedly recommend this film. I'm going to give Shazam a 9 out of 10. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my newest video. If you enjoyed it, you might also like to check out my other reviews here on my channel. You can also follow me on various social media platforms like Twitter by searching Matt_FOS, or even join the Comic Multiverse Discord server and chat with other comic book fans, including myself and Joel from Cape Joel. Want cheap comics and trades? Head over to the book depository with the link in the description to get the cheapest trades and comics around, along with free shipping anywhere in the world. Until next time, this has been Matt of the Fortress of Solitude. Thank you so much for watching.